What's up, guys? It's Matt, Colorado Spirits Collective. We are here at 1350 Distilling in Colorado Springs, and I'm joined by Phil, who is the co-owner slash distiller man of all trades.
Yeah.
So thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So get into it and tell us how you, Phil, got into the industry.
Yeah, so I mean, I think like a lot of people in the distilling business, there's not a lot of easy pathways into it.
Right.
So one day I just picked up a book about it. I started reading about it, and the next thing you know, I was building a little still and then testing and trying out different things, and that's kind of where it all got started.
Yeah.
I never worked in the industry or with any other distiller.
Okay. How long have you?
So I've been doing it about 6 years now.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that was after you got out?
So that was kind of when I was nearing the end of my military career. Yeah, and that's really kind of how it all evolved into 1350. Is I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, post-military, coming near the end of my career, and I was doing this stuff and really enjoying it, and making some good stuff. And I attended a boost of business with the Small Business Administration, and that's where I really started getting into the market research and understanding how the spirits market worked and building my financial plan. And eventually I met my partner, Jake, my main partner. It's our business is two couples, my wife and Jake and his wife.
And then did you have like the idea of 1350 prior?
Yeah, so I had kind of the overall scheme figured out of what I wanted to do, what I wanted the brand to be, what we were going to be about. But Jake, who's in charge of our marketing and sales, he really took kind of the ideas I had and turned them into what we have now. So I couldn't have done it without him. Yeah, he really has turned our brand into something really great.
Cool. And he set this up, so thanks, Jake.
Yeah.
And then how did 1350 like become a thing and then get to where it is? Obviously you mentioned it with Jake helping you kind of launch.
Well, our first thing was to figure out a name.
Yeah. And
we wanted a name that was interesting, that people could remember, but had a little mystery to it. And that's where we came to 1350. So obviously it's for 13 stripes, 50 stars for the American flag. My brother actually came up with the name, and we all voted on it. We really liked it. And then Jake took that name and kind of developed our brand off of that. You'll notice each one of the bottles is branded to a different branch of the service and our first responders. So we kind of took some ideas and translated them into that.
Yeah, it's a really cool idea to see it in like this form and that kind of thing. It's definitely a very unique name distillery, like everything that you guys are doing for sure.
Yeah,
definitely. Which you kind of went into it a little bit, like tribute to military and that kind of thing. You're a veteran. I'm a veteran, so obviously this is a big, cool thing for me to be here talking to you about it too. You guys right here, it's kind of, so their tasting room is right here through this window, and then on this wall, which you need to get down here and check out, you guys have the Wall of Fame, or Wall of Honor, sorry.
Right.
You want to talk about that, like who does the pictures?
Yeah, so one of the things when we came together, we all realized that we had a different perspective on the military. I was a career Marine, my wife was a career spouse, Jake's father was a career Air Force, and Abby worked on the Air Force Academy, so we all kind of had a different perspective. But one thing we all came back to was really celebrating the military, what it means to support our community. And so part of that, the idea came up for our Wall of Honor. So we took pictures of friends and family, and really every military branch going back to World War I, and that's on the wall of our taste room. And if you notice the idea, the concept behind our taste room, which again is a little bit different than a lot of taste rooms, it's a really, it's like you're coming into our living room.
Yeah.
It's a very cozy feel. We're gonna have you a drink. We have our family on the wall, and we just want to tell our stories and let people tell their stories about what the military means to them and first responders. It all means different things to different people, and we just want people to have a comfortable place to come and do that.
That's definitely it. Warm and cozy for sure. Got the cool lighting and sets the mood just to relax, drink some whiskey or whatever else you want to do. And then obviously you said you were in the Marines, so What's
Yeah.
your inspiration for this?
Yeah, so I was an
this
artillery
beer?
guy. Yeah, I was an artillery guy. So obviously big shells are a thing that I love. And so when I was getting this still design, a custom made still, I asked the gentleman if he could make it look more like a round, and this is what he came up with. Pretty dang close.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. Some people say it looks like a rocket, but in my heart it's still an artillery shell.
Yeah. That's your lead into your Space Force.
Yeah,
tribute.
exactly.
No, it's
Yeah.
definitely one of the most unique ones that when you can see it. So you can come to the door, or you can come on a tour, which are
Yeah, we do tours on Saturday afternoons at 4:30. So we do a great tour and tasting. Best $10 you ever spend. We show you everything about how it's made. We sample all 8 of our products. So you're usually feeling pretty good at the end of the tour. Recommended Uber, I think.
yeah. Shout out to Whiskey in the Hammock. It was when I first
Yep.
met you. When,
Yep.
we did a little video and then did the tour. There's some trivia along the way.
Yep.
We won't mention that, so you have to.
You have
if
to
you're
come.
curious, you have to come and find out. But yeah, let's dig into this lineup and
All
kind
right.
of walk us through. You want to start with the rum?
Yeah, so we kind of got our white spirits on this side, and we got our whiskeys on this side. So we started with our vodka, our Minuteman vodka. It's made out of sugar beets grown right here in Colorado, and that's also the base for our gin. Our gin just won a gold medal, the 50 best, so we're really happy. It's an amazing, well-balanced gin, very interesting. And then our rums, we actually have 2. This is our original Blue Jacket rum, which is a sweetened, unaged rum. And then this is our Fleet Admiral rum, which is a barrel-aged rum. So it's been aged for 6 months in a bourbon barrel. And then on this side, we got our whiskeys. We started off with our Guardian bourbon. Now that's Guardian for the Coast Guard. Okay, so we didn't want to forget the Coast Guard. They always get forgotten, but they don't get forgotten here at 1350. We have a lot of Coasties in our family. It's amazing, super smooth 3-year corn bourbon. And then its big brother is our Code 4, which is the same bourbon but at barrel strength, so it's at 115 proof. And then my personal favorite, the Leatherneck whiskey. That's a rye whiskey. Obviously, being a Marine, very partial to it, but I also love rye whiskey, so it all worked out. And this is our 5 Alarm. This is a cinnamon whiskey, so we take this bourbon and infuse it with cinnamon. We'd add no sugar. It's a dry cinnamon bourbon. It's totally unlike anything else on the market.
Yep.
Amazing.
It's not like the other mainstream cinnamon whiskey that like you can't drink after having a night out because you probably got too messed up on. That's pretty. That's why I didn't like cinnamon whiskey, but now like if I do drink cinnamon whiskey, that's my go-to for sure.
Most of the cinnamon whiskeys on the market are just in so much sugar and sweetener in them. This has no sugar sweetness, so you can still taste the bourbon in it, but you do get that amazing cinnamon flavor.
A lot of them are like bourbon mixed with simple syrup.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
To me is kind of a comparison, and this is nowhere like it. My personal favorite is the cask strength.
Yeah, that's hard to beat.
That's always stocked in the bar.
Hard to beat,
Ready to go. So we'll go to, do you have anything you want to tease?
So we got a couple of products coming out. So our next product, which hopefully will be out by the end of this month, is a strawberry vodka. So in our tasting room, we take our vodka and we infuse it with fresh strawberries, and it was so popular, people have been begging us to bottle it. So we're going to bottle that. It's called Old Blood and Guts, named after General George S. Patton. The reason why is because it literally looks like a bottle of blood. But it is the most amazing, no sugar added. It's just 2 ingredients, vodka and strawberries. It's amazing. And then later in the year, we're coming out with our spiced rum. So it'll be more of a, I won't say Captain Morgan spiced rum because we will use all fresh spices and no artificial flavorings. We'll have a spiced rum. And the third thing we're also really excited about is we're in the final R&D stages of a ready-to-drink cocktail. That's all I'm going to say right now, other than there will be nothing like it on the market. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Nothing that you can get out there right now like this. So those are kind of our big 3 products.
When's the cocktail?
It's probably 2 to 3 months out.
Okay.
Yeah, we're hoping to get it done, right for the holiday seasons. Yeah, it's going to be good.
Trying to think of what it could be.
Oh, it's not. You won't be able to guess it. I can promise you that.
All right. So we're at 1350. We're in Colorado Springs. What's the address?
Yeah, so we're at 520 East Pikes Peak, which is just east of the main downtown area, Tejon. So if you're not familiar with downtown Colorado Springs, we're right downtown. A lot of stuff to do downtown. Colorado's a great place to visit if you're not from here. We have the new Olympic Museum. It's just an amazing town. A lot of stuff going on. So come on down. If you come on a weekend, do the tour. If not, we're open Wednesday through Sunday. Anyway, you can come by for a cocktail in our cocktail lounge.
Cool. Sweet. And then where can we find you guys on social media?
Yeah, so first off, we're in about 80 liquor stores on the Front Range, mostly South Denver and South. But we can also be purchased online, so you can go on our store and buy it online in Colorado and 32 other states. And then you can find us on all the standard social media platforms, 1350distilling.com, Facebook, Instagram, all of those.
Cool. So basically, you don't have an excuse not to buy some 1350 and support some local spirits here in Colorado Springs. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, appreciate you coming
the
out.
interview.
Yeah.
This will probably drop sometime this week. Remember, follow us on Instagram. It's our main Facebook. And then we'll be doing our normal giveaways and that kind of thing. So YouTube, this will be on YouTube. So follow our YouTube channel. Yeah, thanks.
All right, thanks, guys.